When I visit my holiday home, I want to feel like I'm on a vacation. Some of my earliest memories are those drives to Nandi Hills with my family. And nearly 30 years after Canterbury Castles was launched, it has grown into a popular weekend home destination.
The drive here is still smooth. The roads are excellent. You're driving on national highways all the way. The only change is now that it takes a little bit more than 40 minutes to get here from Bangalore city.
Canterbury has been a real estate story so far, but it was never complete without adding a hospitality component.
We are launching resort villas. You can now buy your second home, and it's inside a resort. These are not just some random villas built in the middle of nowhere. They are designed to be better than your city home in more ways than just one.
Let's consider your current options for owning a second home. Let's say you pick a lovely spot outside the city and you buy a plot of land.
Hypothetically, let's assume you find the right architect and a really good contractor to build your villa. Tell me, who is going to take care of it? Unskilled labor? How often would you use it? And would you be comfortable bearing the monthly expenses?
As I drive through this beautiful countryside near Nandi Hills, I'm reminded that you can also buy a lovely villa around here.
Again, hypothetically, let's assume it's easier to buy a villa than build one, right? Sadly, you will still have to hire unskilled labor to maintain your villa, and you will incur monthly expenses. No matter which way you look at it, these costs add up.
I'll come back to monthly expenses later. Right now, I can see the beautiful silhouette of Nandi Hills in front of me. As promised, we have built the resort club inside Canterbury Castles. Personally, when I drive to my holiday home, I like to feel like I'm on holiday.
Welcome. You can't have a resort villa without a resort clubhouse. Come, let's take a look around. We have a coffee shop. That's smooth. A beautiful 60-seater air-conditioned restaurant and an outdoor dining pavilion where you can host elaborate parties.
We have a swimming pool. You must come and experience our brunch by the poolside. And you can end a long day with a lovely movie screening on the lawns.
We also have a rooftop bar with a great view of the Nandi Hills. And did I forget to tell you, you can stay with us. We have rooms so you can party hard! And wake up in the morning to, of course, get some work done. I'm kidding. But we do have a massive boardroom and an AV room with a projector and all the tech you might need so that you can also accommodate a bigger group for a serious sit-down. This club that you just saw is fully functional, but it cannot function without a team of highly trained staff. Let me take you behind the scenes. There is a meticulous housekeeping team for the rooms. The rooms are cleaned, fresh sheets installed, and no detail is left unattended. We also have staff to maintain all the common areas.
Also, there are quite a few moving parts in a resort like this.
Our maintenance team is always on standby to fix any technical issues on this property.
How can I forget the most important item on the list? The food.
Wow! Our executive chef and his team are busy in this kitchen. Woo! Something smells really yummy in here. And finally, there is a team that maintains all the outdoor areas and all the landscaping you see. Now, this team that you just met will service your resort villa and maintain it for you. Imagine driving out to your villa on a whim. Yes, you can.
Well, you'll practically feel like you're on a holiday. We are calling this Canterbury Daybreak, 50 quaint resort villas near Nandi Hills. You're probably wondering, how much does a resort villa cost? Your investment in a fully furnished resort villa at Canterbury Daybreak starts at around 3 crore rupees. You can visit our website for the latest prices and availability. Simply put, your first step will be to pick a plot. We have 50 plots to choose from. We will first register your plot and make you the plot owner. Then you will sign 2 agreements, the construction agreement and the managed service agreement for your resort villa. This empowers us to build your villa for you and then add it to our room inventory. Your purchase will also include a membership to the club, where you can enjoy preferred pricing for all our club services. Now let me tell you that just buying and owning a holiday home isn't sufficient. A resort villa like this comes with a monthly maintenance fee starting at around 60,000 and possibly going up to 80,000 rupees. That's a monthly cost which most owners would find prohibitive. That's why we have come up with 3 solutions to this problem. Let's start with our 6-month free package. I imagine you are well placed in your corporate career, and most of the time you can work from anywhere. Or you are an NRI who spends a few months every year in Bangalore with your family. Here's what you can do. Invest in a resort villa, then you pick one of our 6-month seasons in the year and use your villa. The managed monthly services are completely free for these 6 months. And for the remaining 6 months in the year, we will include your villa in our room inventory to recover our expenses. You pay 0 monthly fees. Then we have our guaranteed rental scheme. I imagine you might have capital gains that needs to be utilized. Or you have elder family members that need some secure income. You might also have lazy real estate lying around that isn't fetching you a good return. Sell it and invest in a resort villa with us, and we will pay you a guaranteed monthly rental income. So instead of you paying monthly expenses, your property will earn a monthly income. In addition to this, we give you 30 nights at your villa every year, completely free of charge. Finally, we offer a revenue share scheme for a select group of buyers. We understand that some of you can easily afford to buy a resort villa, and you don't need the fixed income. I invite you to participate in the revenue share with us, which means that you can earn higher returns compared to our guaranteed income scheme. Additionally, you will also receive 30 complimentary room nights at your villa each year. If you have the ability to buy a holiday home, then please don't compromise. Make sure every time you visit, you feel like you're actually on a holiday. And don't get caught up in the worry of monthly expense or maintenance upkeep. Like I've shown you, a resort villa doesn't have to cost you anything on a monthly basis. Now you must be wondering, what do these resort villas look like? Let me tell you how we design them. A project like this is only as good as the team of experts involved. Our top choice was an architectural firm in Bangalore, Balan and Nambison. They loved the property and the underlying idea, and thus began a collaborative process of defining and designing Canterbury Daybreak.
This 4-acre parcel set aside for the project is prime. It's beautifully located adjacent to the clubhouse, and all of these plots have over 25-year-old fruit-bearing trees on them, which in itself is a unique proposition for any plotted development.
The primary guiding principle was that this is a holiday home, not a daily use city home. The building's proportion to the plot is ideal. We have not overbuilt. We used brick and granite, which are available in the region, and these materials will weather gracefully over time, giving the villa more character and story.
As part of the design intent, There are many aspects to the design that complements the interior architecture as well as the outside. We have large windows that frame the landscape outside. It blurs the boundaries between the indoors and the outdoors.
The villa transitions smoothly into outdoor living spaces, so you can choose to dine out in the open or just relax on the decks and the patios. You can also opt for jacuzzis and swimming pools in your villa.
So we all choose holiday homes because it gives us the opportunity to be outside in the garden when we want to and be amongst people that we love. We'd like to have our spaces insides that lends that little quality of being out for a break.
So we kept each floor in the villa as open as possible with just the necessary internal walls. These open-plan living areas will easily adapt to various group activities.
There are also dedicated spaces like a cozy nook for private time with your favorite book. If you are on a longer stay, there is a well-equipped kitchen if you prefer to cook. Each villa also has a dedicated service entry to make maintenance and operations simple and easy. An important consideration is that this is a second home today, but it could become somebody's main home tomorrow. The ground floor bedroom is large enough to use as a master bedroom for a long-term use.
You will feel like you're on a holiday without having to worry about monthly expenses and the upkeep of your holiday home.
So, there you have it, Canterbury Daybreak. Imagine jumping into your car, driving here, sitting on your veranda, sipping a lovely cup of coffee and enjoying that stunning view, while our highly trained staff take care of everything you need.